It's been a few years since the world lost one of its greatest athletes, Kobe Bryant. But the tragedy that took his life is still fresh in our minds. And yet, there are so many questions left unanswered about that fateful day. On January 26, 2020, the world was shocked by the news of Kobe Bryant's untimely death. The basketball legend, his daughter Gianna, and 7 others lost their lives in a tragic helicopter crash in Calabasas, California. But what exactly happened on that fateful day? How did a routine flight turn into a disaster that claimed the lives of 9 people? Let's break it down, step by step, and look at the events leading up to that tragic moment. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna were on their way to a youth basketball game at the Mamba Sports Academy, a destination they had traveled to many times before. They boarded the Sikorsky S-76B, a reliable helicopter known for its safety and comfort. The pilot, Zobayan, was an experienced flyer, one who had made countless flights under similar conditions. But on this particular day, heavy fog blanketed the area. Visibility was limited, and it was clear the weather would pose a challenge. At 9:06 a.m., the helicopter took off from John Wayne Airport in Orange County. Initially, the flight was routine. However, as they neared the Los Angeles area, the weather conditions worsened. Dense fog rolled in, and visibility dropped to near zero. The pilot, Zobayan, tried to navigate through the fog, but he was facing a serious challenge. He requested a special visual flight rules clearance to fly through the dense clouds, which was granted. But soon, the situation took a turn for the worse. At 9:45 a.m., the helicopter lost contact with air traffic control. The pilot had been given clear instructions to stay below the cloud cover, but it's believed that the fog disoriented him. In an attempt to avoid the fog, Zobayan climbed in altitude, but unfortunately, he was flying straight into a mountainside. The crash occurred in the hills of Calabasas, just about 30 miles from Los Angeles. The helicopter slammed into the side of the hill at 184 miles per hour, instantly killing everyone on board. The investigation that followed revealed that the pilot was likely experiencing spatial disorientation, a phenomenon where the pilot loses their sense of direction in conditions with poor visibility. What made this tragedy even more heart-wrenching was the fact that the pilot, despite his experience, couldn't see the mountains ahead of him. The fog had created a near-impossible situation. Tragically, if the helicopter had been equipped with a terrain awareness and warning system, the crash could have been prevented. This system, which could have warned the pilot of the mountains, was not installed in this particular helicopter, despite the technology being available. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, concluded that the probable cause of the crash was pilot error due to spatial disorientation. The dense fog and the decision to continue flying despite poor conditions contributed significantly to the crash. The NTSB also noted that there were no mechanical failures in the aircraft. But the question remains, why was the helicopter allowed to fly in such conditions in the first place? This tragic event serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of flying in poor weather conditions, and it highlights the importance of safety measures that could have prevented such a disaster. The world mourned the loss of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the others on board. But the investigation into what happened that day ultimately revealed the harsh reality of how weather, human error, and technology came together in an unimaginable way. Kobe Bryant, Gianna, and the 7 others aboard that flight will never be forgotten. Their legacy lives on, not just in the world of basketball, but in the way we approach safety in aviation and in the hearts of those who loved them.